Welcome to our daily reflection for this Thursday, February 6th. And today we have in the gospel another theme of faith. Jesus sends out the 12. And he tells them not to take money bags, not to take anything with them but a walking stick, and to trust in God's providence that what they need for their journey and for their mission will be provided when they need it. And that takes incredible faith. And here we see Jesus stretching his apostles, sending them out without him, and having to trust in God's providence. And so that requires faith and God's providential care. And that's rather remarkable. And then when it comes to faith, we have in the first reading from the Epistle to the Hebrews, Paul's contrasting, I believe it's the author of Hebrews is Paul, he's contrasting the great revelation of the Old Covenant versus the New Covenant. In the Old Covenant, they approached Mount Sinai, which shook with earthquakes and fire and lightning. And they trembled and they were so afraid, they said, "Look, Moses, you go up. We don't want to approach this God." And he says, we approach a different mountain, Mount Zion, the heavenly Jerusalem. And so it is, a matter of faith beyond our sight and vision, but we are approaching the heavenly Jerusalem. And Jesus has gone ahead of us as our high priest and mediating a new covenant and a better one, a greater one. And that blood of that new covenant is Jesus' own blood, better than the blood of goats and bulls and oxen. And so he is saying that we have to have the courage to approach this heavenly sanctuary, this heavenly Jerusalem. And that is the part of what we're invited to in the new covenant. And so we have to have faith in what we don't see, just as the apostles had to have faith as they left for mission without the provisions necessary for their journey. And we too are invited to faith. Faith in a journey that isn't complete yet. We don't yet see the heavenly Jerusalem, and we don't have the means to get there yet. And so we have to trust that God's going to provide for the church to be perfected on a journey she hasn't yet to complete. And we need that today in so many ways. And I know in my own way, as we look at the Augustine Institute, I always have to marvel that God provides, like he did on this campus. He provided for a campus that I couldn't have imagined, and yet it came by God's provision. And then for all the things we need, I have to always have faith that God will provide. And I'm so grateful for all of you who have helped provide and donated for our mission so that we can be successful in sharing the good news of Jesus Christ with many, many souls, millions. Every 3 months, we reach over 2 million unique users on our platforms and so many, many, many who use our programs. And so I'm grateful to you who support us, all of our donors. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for providing the means by which this mission can be accomplished, because we can't make it happen without you. And so it's always every month the donations come in, and it's an exercise in faith. And I marvel at what God does, but he does provide by his providence. And that's what we need to trust in our own personal lives as well as in the life of the church. We need to trust that if we act in God's name, he will provide for us. And so let's act boldly in God's name and let him boldly provide for us to show that it's him who's doing the work, not us. May the Lord bless and keep you.
This daily reflection is brought to you thanks to the generous support of the Mission Circle. Join the Mission Circle to help Catholics worldwide understand, live, and share their faith. Sign up at missioncircle.org today.